fun game for the fans, probably. It was almost like a glorified pickup game with good spacing. You know, I actually got that line from Leon Rose. It's a pretty good line, so I felt I'd use it. Which it was. There was good spacing on both ends of the floor, and both teams were just hooping. And they're so hard to guard. They catch the ball, they snap drive, they put their head down, and as soon as they feel contact, they almost explode into you. And, you know, they're going to the free throw line. I mean, this was the first time we won a game where a team shot 30-plus free throws. It was extremely hard to keep them off the line. So, you know, we got to keep trying to guard the ball better by showing our hands, and hopefully they don't get those calls next time we play them. But I tell you, we got a lot of great individual performances from our guys. You know, Mitch, 8 offensive rebounds. Mikhail, 7 steals. Jordan, 24 points, but more importantly, 4 offensive rebounds. You know, just Josh, a triple-double. By the way, he was our defensive player of the game. He was 4 for 4 on 50-50 balls, and we won the possession game barely. We needed every one of those 50-50 balls that he came up with. So heck of a job by Josh getting a triple-double tonight. You know, 32 assists on 48 baskets, but we also had 21 sprays. But the thing that I like the most out of all this, with the pace of the game, okay, and with everybody handling the ball, you know, we played the point guard by committee with Jalen out, and that's what, you know, offensively this does for us. Like I said before, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are interchangeable, and so anybody can bring it, anybody can initiate the offense. But what I like most about this, for a 48-minute game that was at that pace, we had 8 turnovers. This is unbelievable. And they're a physical team. They're going to bump you and grab you and all that other stuff, and they do a good job when referees don't call it. But for us to have 8 turnovers over a 48-minute game against the Miami Heat, when, you know, Jalen is out, I take my hat off to every guy in that locker room.
Mike, what did you see from Cat, especially in that first quarter? He had 18, 31 at the half. Just was that the game plan going in to feed Cat, or was that just him reacting to what the defense was giving him?
He reacted to what the defense gave him, first of all, but secondly, you know, we wanted to play through him, and you know, it was great. Rick Brunson was the first one to say it. He was like, "Hey, keep playing through Cat, keep playing through Cat, keep playing through Cat," and you know, I thought all of our guys as players did well, but my freaking staff was unbelievable. Chris Gent was fabulous. Rick Brunson was fabulous. BOC, they were all really good, and they were on point, helping me with substitutions, mixing in zone, kind of figuring out where we need to go with the ball offensively. And we didn't come down and just call a play and go through them, but we did it naturally through our stuff. We didn't hunt mismatches. We just did it naturally through our early offense a lot of times. But those 3 guys, they did not a great job. They did a hell of a job helping me coach this game tonight.
Which one of them told you to go back to Landry? Because he had 30 in the second half. Was that one of their calls as well? Or?
It was all of them. It was all. I was the only one that was a little hesitant because I wanted him to get some rest. But all of them were like, "No, are you crazy? Yeah. Go back to Landry."
Coach, what is the status of the injured player OG Anunoby?
OG's got a hamstring?
Yeah, left hamstring strain. We'll see how he is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Landry's a guy who had to make this team, and it seemed like you've gone to him more and more as the season is really part of the season's gone on. Just kind of what have you seen from him that has made you a believer pretty quickly in him?
And so, you know, obviously, you know, as a new coach, you watch the tape from last year, and what I saw last year, I think he shot almost 40% from the 3. But more than anything else, like defensively, you feel him defensively. He moves his feet very well. He's longer and stronger than what you think. He plays behind off, chasing guys, playing the pick and roll, and then he plays with pace. Like, his gravity is unbelievable. you know, we do a lot of cutting in our offense, and when he cuts from point A to point B, he gets there like this, and you saw, you know, he was open a lot just off of his cuts, but more importantly, because he cuts so hard, his feet are set, and so it's like a shot that he practiced, that we all practice every day, just to catch a cheap shot. So his pace in the front court, along with his gravity, is unbelievable. And then he's a threat to shoot it. And, you know, people can sleep on him if they want, but if you think about him at Wichita State, he was a point guard then, and he was extremely athletic. He'll dunk on you in a heartbeat. So it's not just about his shooting. His snap drives, because you're closing out to him, because he can shoot the ball, are unbelievable, and he's making great decisions. You know, is he shooting a pull-up, which he can make, or is he getting to the rim and dunking on you? So, you know, you could see that on film last year, and so I was definitely a fan of his, and it's just about, you know, all of us getting comfortable with him on the floor, doing the things that he's showing he can do.
You came in here like 2 weeks ago and looked at all of us and said, who's ever seen 9 offensive rebounds in 16 minutes? Are you getting jaded over Mitchell? You're not mumbling over the 8 and 14 at all.
No, I am getting a little jaded, but I am, because Mikal had 7 steals, Landry had 39, Jordan had 24, Cat had 38, Josh had a triple-double. More importantly, we had 8 turnovers in a crazy-ass game. You know, so you know, I'm a long-winded guy, as you guys all know, and I felt like I was going too long, so I didn't want to rehash or revisit. Freaking Mitch Robinson! Oh my God! 8 freaking offensive rebound. Way to go, Mitch!
Did they double Cat in the second half and try to turn him into a playmaker? Did you like kind of the decision making and the patience he was showing, knowing that he wasn't necessarily getting the same looks that he did in the first half? For sure, and they did a good job. They put Ware on Josh, and so they switch pick and roll sometimes, and try to put a small guy on him. We really haven't practiced much post-up spacing at all. I think we talked about it one day in all these days, and so for us to be able to attack the double team the way we did, you know, first of all, you got to give Cat a lot of credit, because he didn't try to fight the double team. He baited it, stretching the defense, stretching the 2, and then our guys spaced the floor really well, and he got the ball out of the double team, and we were able to make plays. And so, again, I give guys in the locker room a lot of credit, especially Cat, because we just haven't had the reps to be able to do it yet.
To not have Jalen and then to also lose OG after the first quarter, just what does it say about this team that everybody that you rattled off on that list stepped up to get you guys the win tonight?
That's what it's about. It's about the next man up. And, you know, who that next man is going to be, I don't know. There's no way I can tell you that some of these guys were going to score the ball the way they did, or Josh was going to get a triple-double with, you know, being 4 for 4 on 50-50 balls. A lot of things I couldn't tell you. I just know that we all know how to play the right way. We have a standard that we're all bought into, that we've all embraced, and we have a way that we play offensively and defensively, and if we stay within that, good things will happen most times. And, you know, I caution everybody, this is a process, and when you have a process, you know, hopefully it's like this, but there's going to be times where we take a hiccup or take a step backwards, and maybe we lose 2 in a row or 3, I don't know. But the one thing we can't do is we can't get too high or we can't get too low, because it's a long season, knowing that we're going to have some highs and we're going to have some lows, so staying even killed is going to be great no matter who's in uniform, whether Jalen's out, OG's out, next man up, and keep playing the right way.
Coach, you went to a lot more zone tonight. What were you trying to do with the zone?
We were having trouble guarding them off the dribble, and so we just wanted to try to junk up the game, give them a different look, see if we could get them out of rhythm a little bit. And you know, I don't think that it worked, but you know, I don't know. It's a good team, and Spo is a great coach, and you know, they missed a few out of it. We got to do a better job rebounding it, but the reality of it is we worked on zone one day, and it wasn't the zone that we used tonight. We kind of just threw the zone that we used tonight. We threw that together, and our guys did not a great job, a hell of a job responding and reacting to the zone that we called on the fly.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.